You pick up your phone to check one thing. 40 minutes later, you surface, and you couldn't tell anyone what you were looking for. You didn't decide to lose that time. Something reached into the oldest wiring in your brain and pressed a button you never knew was there. The thing keeping you on that screen isn't the content. It's the not knowing. You refresh because you might find something good, and the maybe is stronger than the reward itself. Tonight, how a single trick mapped out in a lab in the 1950s became the engine inside almost every app on your phone. Start in the lab. A psychologist named B. F. Skinner put animals in a box with a lever. First, the obvious version. Press the lever, get a food pellet every single time. Reliable, predictable, boring. Then Skinner changed one thing. He made the reward random, paying out sometimes on no pattern the animal could predict. The animals pressed that lever compulsively, frantically, far more than the ones who got a guaranteed treat. And they kept pressing long after the rewards stopped coming. He had found something close to a law of behavior. Nothing drives action harder than a reward you can't predict. It even has a name, a variable reward schedule, and it sits at the center of everything designed to hold you. The clearest example on Earth is the slot machine. Think about what it actually is: a lever and an unpredictable payout. That's it. That's the whole thing. And it's the most compulsively used machine ever built. There's a chillingly honest phrase for the trance they aim you toward. Gamblers call it the zone, where you stop playing to win and just play to keep playing. The machine doesn't need you to win. It just needs you to not be sure. Now the piece that explains why this grips you beneath choice. One misunderstood chemical. You've heard dopamine called the pleasure chemical. That's not quite right, and the correction is the whole secret. A scientist named Wolfram Schultz found something strange. Dopamine didn't spike when a reward arrived. It spiked in the moment of anticipation, when the reward might be coming. And when the payoff was uncertain, the dopamine response was strongest of all. Your brain gives you the biggest hit not when you get the thing, but when you might get it. Dopamine isn't the feeling of reward. It's the engine of wanting, of chasing, and uncertainty pours fuel on it. The maybe is the drug. Quick, the gesture you've made 10,000 times without thinking. The pull down to refresh. Drag the top of the screen, let it go, watch it spin. You've been pulling a lever this whole time. That pull to refresh is not a metaphor for a slot machine. It is one. You pull down the lever. The screen spins, the reels, and the payout is perfectly unpredictable. Maybe a flood of new posts, maybe nothing, maybe the best thing you'll see all day. The designers could load new content silently the instant it arrives. They don't. They make you perform the gesture and wait for the spin. Because the uncertainty is the product. They took the exact mechanism Skinner found in that box and put it under your thumb. Once you see the shape, it's everywhere. Infinite scroll, the feed with no bottom. So there's never a moment to stop. The red notification, a tiny promise that something might be waiting and you have to open it to find out what. The little dots that bounce while someone is typing back. The pull to load more. Every one is the same machine. An action, a wait, an uncertain payoff. Even a streak, the days in a row you've kept it going, quietly threatens you with a loss if you stop. The whole device is 100 tiny slot machines, and you carry it everywhere you go. Here's the deeper turn, the one that should make you a little angry. These mechanics aren't a happy accident. For many products, the business model is your attention. They sell it by the hour to advertisers. Picture an auction running quietly every second your feed is open. Your next 30 seconds sold to the highest bidder before the page even loads. The longer you stay, the more they earn. And the not knowing is the most reliable way ever found to keep a human staying. So brilliant designers, some of whom have since walked away and said so, and the most powerful lever ever found at the part of you that can't help but reach. You weren't the customer. Your time was the thing being sold. And the maybe was how they kept the supply coming. Now the twist. You've been told that if you can't put your phone down, you have a willpower problem. But that pull you feel isn't a character flaw. It's the same ancient circuit that kept your ancestors alive. The circuit that made them check the bush again for berries, return to the river that sometimes held fish. In a world of scarcity, chasing the uncertain reward was exactly the right thing to do. Your wanting system works perfectly. It's just been hijacked, pointed at a glowing rectangle engineered by thousands of people to trigger it all day long. It was never a fair fight, and it was never meant to be. So here's what to do the next time your thumb reaches for the pull. Name a machine. That hit of "let me just check" is the anticipation circuit firing, the wanting, not the liking. Then notice how you feel right after. Almost every time, the refresh gives you nothing you'll remember in an hour. The wanting is enormous. The having is almost always a shrug. Once you feel that gap, the spell starts to weaken. And one clean habit defends against most of it. Take the uncertainty out. Turn off the notifications that ping on no schedule. Check things on a timer you choose. A feed you open at a set time is just information. A feed you open on impulse is a slot machine. You can't out-willpower a machine built to beat your willpower. But you can reach over and unplug the lever. The pull was never weakness. It was the machine working, and now you can see the lever, you decide whether to pull it. If this changed how you see that pull to refresh, hit subscribe. There's a new one every week, and you'll never look at the everyday things around you the same way again.